right, so this is for all the process engineers in the audience or on the web and equipment manufacturers. So think about this one. Land O'Lakes has a lot of different liquid dairy streams, as I'm sure you can imagine. And as you heard in the first Land O'Lakes pitch, we dry a lot of them down to a powder. So we start with about 85+% moisture and drive that down to 3 to 4%. So that often involves a lot of unit operations. Typically, we start with a separator, go to an evaporator, and then go to a very, very large piece of equipment called a spray dryer. And I've got a picture of one here. Oop, I gotta advance it. Picture of one here, but you can barely see it. It's the silver part, and it's just the very bottom of it because it extends several stories up beyond this picture. As you can imagine, as with most processing equipment, as you get bigger, you get more and more efficient. So these things get to be huge. The largest one in the world, just a fun fact, is in New Zealand. It's 18 meters in diameter, 30 meters tall, and weighs over 200 tons. So you can see the infrastructure that something like that requires. This is not a picture of that one, but you can see just how much goes into this. A lot of capital infrastructure around the equipment. Steel's very, very expensive. The operating cost of these is also huge, and so lots of energy utilized to operate this equipment. And so this brings us to the challenge. The challenge is, please bring me something better. We can do this better, but we are not equipment manufacturers. This is not our specific area of expertise. And so I'm reaching out to all of you to help us do this better. So the things to keep in mind, of course, like I said, less capital, less infrastructure, as well as less energy. We'd love all three. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. So interested in hearing if you have anything in this area. We need to keep in mind that we have a lot of customers already, and we cannot significantly change the product. And so the product characteristics of our powders really need to stay the same. We need to maintain our particle size, our densities, our compositions, the solubility of the powders in liquids, as well as the low microcounts that are required. And so that all has to stay the same. And another thing to keep in mind is look at the end-to-end investment. So the complete investment is what we're looking at. We want that to be lower, as well as the complete operating costs. So if the complete operating costs are reduced, we're interested in hearing about it. And so, again, back to our challenge. Please bring me something better than the spray dryer.